So hello everyone, Myrmonden here with my review of Ballroom episode 18. A really good episode again. I think I was like, wow. The first thing I want to say right away is that this anime keeps getting better. Like usually you have this sport shown anime, right? And I mean this sort of I really love. And generally though, they have like a good start. Because then the author has like, okay, this is a great character, this is a good backstory, and the other, right? And then they might have some really good moments later, might have good endings. But they usually kind of drop off, I would say, in the middle. It's kind of hard to say this anime probably is in the middle of episode 18 though, but still though, I mean it has a high pacing and so on, right? I'm still very happy though that it feels like every episode is getting better. I'm like, wow, this episode is great, last episode was great. I think the last like 3 episodes have been the best episodes. And I mean I liked the anime before that, right? So I think that's just really great. And the first thing right away, why it's so fun, is it's really lovable to see she's and Tatsura fight all the time, right? It's like, you're just in my ways! Like, it's awesome seeing this Agnes face is like, this is a good dance move, not this move! It is really awesome. Having that fighting constantly. It just gives a really good moment, right? And after that, of course, we have them, you know, everything. It has comedy, it has the develop their both the characters, but also like their relationship, right? Yeah, so they're, but I don't really want to put it out though. But I think it really is that which I also why I like it too, because like it both had the romantic, I would say, right, and it also has the pairing, because I think the moment there when she's like, I like Tatsura, you're nice, you're kind, you want to be my best new friends in that kind of way, right? But you are a coward, and I don't like men like that. You should be more, take responsibility, be more daring. Tell me what you really want, right? And it's kind of like, it's an interesting point there. But it definitely immediately feels like it's both saying it, both in like, I want to be your girlfriend, but right now you're too much of a coward, so I want to date you right now, so, man up a bit, and then I will be your girlfriend. And also it's like, man up on the dance floor, so we can do a better dance. It has like, I think it has a lot of double meaning to that line there. I think it's very interesting. And of course, as Hodoren comments, the commentary holder is like, Tatsura, he's always that with emotions. He has to have the emotions. So I also really liked what Tatsura was saying that. It was like, I used to be happy when I dance. I used to smile with Mako-chan and so on. I can't smile with this woman. She kicks me around literally. I can't smile with this. And of course, it's like, if I decide to dance, then it will be better, right? I have to do it. And I find it really interesting how horrible he is really understanding her up to this point, right? Because he's kind of like, He's always, too nice and so on. And she's like, I want you to be, I want you to decide. I want you to decide the direction we're going. And it's like, I don't want to push her in the wrong way. It's like, just do it. Just decide. God damn it, yeah. So, there's a lot of good moments with them, going back and forth in the relationship and so on. And that's just kind of the sport. They get kind of the, I would say, the relationship, the drama between them. And then, I actually do really like the sport thing. I like to see the judges talking about, this hole is good. And I actually liked this episode. This was one of the better episodes in that part as well, because they had a pretty good, and they were static. Image show, most of them, but I think they were good because I can show that, okay, here's a couple, they have their hole like this, right? Her arm is very much close to her body, and they're like, that's that, they can never win because the hole is bad. So I think there were a lot of good moments there. There were like 4 or 5 moments there, and they kind of showed some static image there, but still kind of give you a feeling, okay, that's bad, and so on. So that was good as well. And that was kind of funny to later on when Gadu and Hall is like, this is they can't lose anyway. Look at these people over here, they're horrible. Yeah, they can't lose. Those other people, they can't even stand up. It's like, it's impossible for them to lose. So that was great. That was pretty funny. But I like that. I also want to mention, by the way, that I like the youngster. It was like, I like young people. It's like a weird line there. We have the opposite mindset, right? That's what I mean. It's a good comedic joke there. Like, we have the order, they're just like, bad hold. Their poster is pretty bad. Like, that's a great, and she's like, I want the young couple to win. It's like completely biased there. It's like, I don't care about these old people dancing over there. I won't give them any points. It's like, okay, that's good for Tatsura at least. And she's down there like 16, 17, right? So that's pretty good, pretty young. And then, of course, it's really fun to see you fighting with your rival. And we saw a preview for this episode. Next week is going to be all about like a flashback between, Shiza and her, fat, used to ass and so on. Yeah, that's a good line there. But it's kind of, it's kind of funny there because it really goes back again there to both her, like, she wants to win, right? but also there is this kind of like a romantic thing to it, because it's like, get your hands, you know, your fat stuff, right? Get your fat stuff off my man, right? Which is like definitely, I would say, double notion, right? That's my man and that's my partner, right? So it's kind of like that kind of double thing there, and of course the fighting and so on. I think it also was very goodly place to put it to an episode too, as a production wise, right? It had it in pretty much in the middle. There's like a perfect long comic relief part here, right? You know, back and forth. I think that was really great. It had that just there in the moment. It really fit well there. That's something, of course, anime, or I guess manga spell, has automatically going for it, right? It's easy to put in those comic parts between different hit styles, right? So you have that in between the different dances to do. It kind of goes automatically. So that, of course, might be kind of an easy way to do it. But anyway, that was great. I liked her. I can't remember his name. I have no idea. He never been mentioned, right? The guy with the scar, right? But I liked that he was like, no, I haven't told my wife. But his explanation though made sense, because he was like, I mean, me and my wife used to dance when I was younger, but you know, she hasn't danced. She got pregnant or whatever like that, blah blah blah. So we haven't done it for a while. So I haven't told her that I'm currently dancing, because I didn't want her to be jealous and so on, or angry because that's not a woman, right? And then of course his wife and daughter appears there, like, oh, honey. It's like, that was kind of silly, but he liked it. And the whole Shinatsu family appearing there, and they all looked like her. They all looked like her. Her mom, mom, sister. They're definitely like 4 clones there, right? Exact same hair color, same face, and Tataro is like, they all have the exact same forehead. Yeah, like, yeah, the exact same kind of face structure pretty much, right? There's a sister there. Yeah, they are definitely her family. But that again, then, as I mentioned earlier, went back to her, like, why haven't you told your dad? And he's like, oh, I paid my money myself. So he's like, loser, but that coward. Tell your father. So that's good as well. I mean, both his emotions. Oh yeah, I was going to mention that to forget. But that, like, he was leaving home, right? Kind of like hiding, leaving home there. He put on that white hat that he got from, or not got, but he bought with her on the same time, right? They kind of, she was like, I'm gonna throw it away now. I can't have the same hat as you. That was good too. He kept the white hat there. I like the detail there. That was great. What more was it? There was the Kugimaya. He's being, of course, like, oh, I won't care about those noobs. And then it's like, what? Whoa, he's doing that thing now. He's getting to the soul or something. Pretty good. You always kind of feel sorry for his partner, right? Because you have a nice, random lady that has to dance with this, like, super aggressive, dominant guy that doesn't care about her or anyone else. Pretty bad, but yeah, she seemed to be pretty nice though. She never had a line. It was like, yeah, that was going fine. It was like, what's pretty nice. She's trying to be like supportive to her, like, you know, same coach house there. And he's like, no, don't ignore them. So that was pretty good as well there, seeing some of her personality. Yeah, then we have the Gadyu part. We had the Gadyu part, Holy part. I don't know exactly how I feel about that thing, that he wasn't telling them Tatara also shouts his name, and Gadyu interpreted it as like, okay, he doesn't think they're gonna win them because he didn't mention the names. Might be, but one thing though I was thinking when I was watching it, because they said about 3 types of things in the episode, that the judge said that, I wonder who trained these people, who's the coach and so on. So I'm just gonna limb here, but I would definitely imagine that if you do this kind of dance thing, more like a smaller sport, right? And as with martial arts or so on, it's kind of like very much, okay, you learn from that person because you have the same kind of style. I think that a lot of that probably gives you a lot of bonus points. So I can see that definitely being an advantage for them. Not against like Kugimaya, because they have the same master, but against some random other people, right? Because like the judges wanna, you know, get the best people up, right? Both because as a fairness, but also because a better, a better sport to watch, right? So if they hear that, oh, these 2 kids here, they are being trained by Marissa, the super famous Russian master dancer. Okay, we're gonna get them extra points, right? So they never said it, but they kept. I think it said 3 times. Someone asked like, who's trained them? So I think that definitely could come back. So it has to be. But I can see that being a little advantage you would have. Just like random beating some other people could be an advantage, right? But probably it's in real life that if you have a very famous name behind you, even if you actually aren't that good, you'll be like, well, he or she can probably be better in the next heat. So let's give them a chance because they're trained by this person. So I can see it happening. It's something late. No, I think generally, great episode. It showed her family. The red dress, of course. I love that. Finally seeing the red dress. Very, very, not revealing, but like, it's kind of revealing. It was like skin colored, half of it, and then like only roses on the one side, and the rest is just like just transparent skin color. So it was like, it's a weird. Well, yeah, it had the moment again in the face. But yeah, well, episode had everything. Right? The episode really had everything. It's not a 10 out of 10 for me. This anime just gets better and better. Anyway, see you guys next week and have a great day.